Here are some questions you might have about bees, like the importance of bees, other pollinators, and Minnesota native bees. And today, we're going to answer those questions. Pollination is transferring pollen from one flower to another flower to make seeds and fertilizer. Bees pollinate 40% of the food we eat. That is why we shouldn't use pesticides at all. The first native bee is a leafcutter bee. The leafcutter bee uses cut leaves to make nests. Also, they make multiple nests with one larva in each and food with them. Leaf cutters are very important for pollinating wildflowers, vegetables, and fruit. The second bee is a mason bee. Mason bees are very good at pollinating fruit trees, so much so their nickname is orchard bees. Mason bees use clay to make and seal their nests. Also, mason bees are very efficient at pollinating native crops. As well, mason bees are dark metallic blue, not like honeybees who are black and yellow. The third bee is a miner bee. Another name for the miner bee is a chimney bee. This type of bee is very friendly and is not known to sting or bite. A miner bee is smaller than the honeybee, but is often mistaken for a bumblebee. Some other pollinators are bats, beetles, butterflies, birds, flies, wasps, moths, mosquitoes, ants, animals, and humans. The first threat is a Varroa destructor mite. The mite gets on the back of the bee, sucks the bee's blood, and gives it a virus. So, unfortunately, the bee dies. The second threat is pesticides. When farmers spray pesticides, it gets all over the crops. And then very shortly after the bee gets the pollen from the flower, it gets dizzy and cannot find its way home and dies. The third threat is monoculture. With monoculture, the bees only pollinate one plant and the others die, so then we only have one thing to eat. What you can do to help the bees is don't use pesticides because the bees make 40% of our food, and we would like to keep a lot of our food. Have a dish with water out for the bees so they can get water and stay hydrated. Plant bee-friendly flowers. Become a beekeeper if your city allows it. You can eat food without pesticides.